Hello, welcome to our channel for R programming. In this video, we will talk about scatterplots with ggplot2 in R. So we know a scatterplot is plotting the relationship between two variables, usually numeric variables, using dots. And in R programming, usually we will use ggplot2 package for data visualization. And if you want to plot a scatterplot using ggplot2, you can use the function ggplot. Then this function concatenated with ggplot function. And there are several options for the size, color, and the shape, and for the stroke for this function. So next we will show several examples for scatterplots in RStudio. So first, we load library ggplot2. So you have to install this package first if you have not done yet. So next we will show a very simple scatterplot. So we will use the dataset iris. So ggplot iris dataset data frame. This data frame is bundled from R installation. Then after this data frame inside the ggplot function, we use AES. So AES will show what's the relationship, what's the variables you want to plot. So here x variable is sepal length, and y variable is sepal width. Then after this ggplot function, you use a plus symbol. So which means the function chaining. So ggplot function and plus a ggplot function. So here we use the default options for ggplot. We just run this function chaining together. So this is a very simple scatterplot between sepal length and sepal width, using the default settings for ggplot and scatterplot in ggplot2 package. So next we will show scatterplots with groups. So here we will distinguish the values by a group of data. So using a factor variable, so for different levels of this variable, you can see the data in a scatterplot grouped with different values. So here we use ggplot iris dataset, same as before, and x and y variable, same as before, sepal length and sepal width. Then inside ggplot function, we also add the AES option with a color. Color is a factor function with sepal width. So which means the different values of sepal width will have different scatterplots. So we will run, see how it is going. So you can see sepal width factor here show the legend on the right side. So different values of sepal width, they will have different color in scatterplot. So although it is not a very good example, because there are so many, almost over 20 different values, but it is a very basic notion of the scatterplot with grouping. So next example is that we can change the color for different groups. So here we use the color is species in the ggplot function. So it is then plus point sepal length, sepal width, and we set a color option in species. So species is a variable inside iris. So here on legend, species has 3 different values: setosa, versicolor, and virginica. So these 3 grouping will have different scatter plots with different colors for the sepal length and the sepal width. So for example, this is setosa, and this blue point most stay here is for versicolor, and this green is for virginic. And you can also change the shape for the scatter plots. So here, say we use the shape for the species, also color also for the species. So other setting is same as before. So ggplot iris plus GUM point, AS, X, sepal length, now Y, sepal width, then shape, species, and color, so species. So all these attributes are the variables from iris dataset. So species, different values have different color and shape in scatterplot now. So 3 different shape and 3 different colors. So you can also set the size of the point. So here we use the size 0.5 for the scatterplot. We just add a size in the GUM point function. The size is very big now. Of course, you can set a color and a shape if you want. And you can also set the labels for each point. So here we set ggplot, iris, AES, X, and Y, and add the GUM point function. Then next we add another function called the GUM text function, and with the label equals row names of iris. We will see how it is going. Row names is the label, is the row names, these column variables. So different labels is connected with different points. And next we will add a regression smooth line upon this scatter plot. So after GUM point function, we set start smooth function, and the method is LM, which is for linear regression. So you can see there is a straight line which represents the linear regression line between X and Y. So Y is dependent variable and X independent variable for all the points. And there's also error bar with a shaded area for this straight line. And last example is that we add smooth, but we use not use the method LM. So see how it is going. And see there is a smooth line, and this shape called the Lewis line because the line does not using straight regression, because this is a quadratic or the second round of the variables smooth line regression. So not a single variable regression. Also, the error bars along this smooth line. Thanks for watching.